Let's say you have 90 days to scale your business to $10,000 a month. What do? Well, 4 years ago, I actually did exactly that. I went from 0 to 10K months in just 90 days. And I'm gonna show you in today's video exactly what I did, as well as exactly what I've helped my clients do to be able to achieve this as well. I know a lot actually about client attraction and being able to grow your business revenue. In fact, in the last 2 weeks, we've actually collected $65,000 in our own business. So if you're curious, how do I go from just kind of starting at the very bottom and I want to scale this business up and be able to attract consistent clients? Then you're in the right place. If I haven't introduced myself already, I'm Natalie, and I've actually worked with around 300 women to implement the 3 things that I'm gonna tell you to implement today to get your business to 10K months. So let's get into it. So step number 1 is to make sure that you have an irresistible offer. This might sound crazy basic, and you might be thinking, I already have a niche, Natalie, I already have an offer. Let's get past the foundation of things and what do I actually need to be doing? But I see so many people make this mistake all the time that I feel like I need to repeat myself. So even if you already have an offer and you've been selling it, I want to go over a few things to make your offer better so that this is something that sells like hotcakes rather than you have the occasional buyer. A lot of people don't frame their offer around a specific transformation. They instead try to sell the method. I'll give you an example today. So I was actually working with a client of mine today on a call, and she's really amazing. She's an amazing expert. She's great at helping women balance their hormones. And so she basically was saying, yeah, I'm selling an offer where I help women balance their hormones. But the fact of the matter is a lot of women actually don't search for balancing their hormones. They instead search for the outcome they want to receive. So maybe they want to have clear skin, and the methodology in which they're going to clear adult acne is through balancing their hormones. Or maybe they have very painful periods, and the methodology in which they could actually end up, not having these painful periods is through balancing their hormones. Or maybe they're experiencing PCOS symptoms, which are really, uncomfortable for a lot of women. And in order to fix this, they need to balance their hormones. But you don't sell the methods, you sell the outcome. So what happens with a lot of people is they're just frankly not selling the outcome. They think they're selling the outcome, but they're not selling the outcome whatsoever. And what happens is it seems like they're selling like plain oatmeal, for instance. It's like what you did is you were like, oh, here, I have this, Quaker's oats, and like it's plain rolled oats, oatmeal, and you're trying to sell it. Like, yeah, people will buy that, okay? But the way in which you present it, you can make it far more irresistible if you present it as the outcome. In fact, a lot of people won't care about price. They won't care about things like the features of like, hey, how many calls is it with you? Do I get like Voxer support? They won't care about any of that because you're actually selling the outcome. They may ask you a few questions later, some of them, but this drastically reduces the difficulty it is to sell your offer. So make sure first and foremost that you had that nailed. So the second thing you're really gonna need is a system to get clients. And if you're thinking, yeah, Natalie, no kidding, that would be nice right about now. I'm going to talk about what it's like to start from scratch. So the thing is I'm going to be speaking to 2 different people here. Maybe you're starting from absolute ground zero. You don't even have an audience. I'm going to talk about what you need to do there to get your first clients in. And then I'm going to talk about, let's say you already have an existing audience, but you just aren't attracting clients at the rate that you would like. So for number 1, you have no audience. A lot of people get caught up in this thing where they think that they should just automatically attract clients. So what they think they need to do is just start posting content to, let's say, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. And that by posting content, they will magically get clients, and that clients will just approach them. And they hear people talk about like client attraction, and they're like, okay, I'm trying to client attract and it's just not working. All right, this is like someone who's saying, oh my gosh, I'm learning how to run, but they have yet to even crawl, right? Like, this is the problem. You haven't built an audience. You don't have a massive audience. And frankly, you don't need one to get to 10K months. Okay, I didn't really have a big audience at all. I mean, I don't even think I had an audience. I think I had like a couple hundred people, maybe, right? That got me to 10K months. So you really don't need a massive audience, but you are gonna have to do things differently, right? You can't just sit back, post content, and expect people to come to you. In fact, even to this day, like if you go on my Instagram right now, we have 20-something thousand followers, but I still don't just sit back and like just let people approach me. In fact, I'm building relationships with new people that follow me all the time. So what does this mean for you? Is that, yeah, you do need a content strategy, and you do, honestly, if you're just starting, I would post daily. Especially if you know what you need to be doing. But beyond that, you need a relationship building strategy, meaning you need to learn how to go out and find your ideal clients and start conversations with them. And that might seem uncomfortable, but you're starting from zero, and expecting to run when you haven't even crawled is like a fantasy land fairy tale. Okay? Sure, you can do it the opposite way. If you'd like to spend like 6 to 9 months building an audience before you sell anything, or you could go ahead and get some high ticket clients in your first month by doing this. So how do you go about finding your ideal clients, right? Because any good marketing strategy consists of like 3 things, and it's 1, traffic, it's 2, building relationships, and it's 3, content. Okay, so how do you get traffic? It's dependent upon the platform. So I'm gonna talk about 2 main ones, which is Instagram and Facebook. Okay, on Instagram, Reels are a really great way to generate traffic if used properly. Just posting a Reel won't get you in front of more eyeballs. In fact, you need to actually research what I call virality within your niche. And no, not every Reel needs to have a purpose of going viral. In fact, I don't do that at all. But you do need to know how to get in front of more eyeballs, and understanding your niche and the topics that go more viral in your niche will allow you to post things and get in front of more people, okay? So that's really important for Instagram. Another really important thing for Instagram, yeah, it's not fun in the very beginning, but you need to be engaging with your ideal clients, meaning you need to understand how to find them. I really would recommend going to big accounts who have really great followings and actually engaging with some of their followers, going to the comment sections of some of their posts, going to those people's profiles and engaging with them, okay? Liking their posts, watching their stories, different things like that. When you're starting out small, this is actually a fairly good strategy. Yes, it takes time, okay? And yes, you should still be posting content that's gonna attract your ideal clients, but I still would 100% recommend doing that. Now, if we're on Facebook, this becomes more of a strategy of getting inside of quality Facebook groups that have your ideal clients within it, okay? Or understanding how to send friend requests to your specific target audience. You don't want to just friend request people willy-nilly, okay? Also, Facebook will probably get mad at you if you do so. So finding quality groups. Understand, like, what you really want to go for is groups that are like 50K plus is best. 20K is also a good size. Okay, get inside of these groups, and then you want to do a couple of things. You can post things that talk about your own journey, right? No call to action to work with you. Okay, you can post tips within these groups. No call to action to work with you, okay? And you can post like thought-provoking questions and get people to reply. And then what you need to do is start building relationships with people within this group. You'll start to be seen as an authority. In fact, I've done this in Facebook groups before, and I've ended up with like 60 inbound friend requests from posting once in a Facebook group, okay? So that's what you want to start doing to build your traffic. All of these things I just said applied if you already have an existing audience. But if you already have like an Instagram account that has followers, or you already have a Facebook group that you started, post that you're looking for clients. Say that you're looking, hey, I'm looking for this many women, or I'm looking for this many men that I want to work with to help them achieve their desired outcome, right? And then give them a time period. and say, hey, is anyone interested in working with me? And just post that. I know that seems really crazy simple, but if you have an existing audience, just reap your audience, right? Just go ahead and post that you're doing a thing, right? And sell what you have to offer. If you've never sold what you have to offer over a period of several days, meaning maybe getting on stories and talking about what you offer, presenting what you offer, your client results of what you offer, and doing this like over a period of a week consecutively, right? Then do that. You'll probably get a lot of clients just by doing that and like make 10K in just, a few days. Now, if you want a more in-depth step-by-step guide on how to use Instagram as a client generating machine, meaning understanding these 3 components that I'm talking about, which is traffic, content, and building relationships, and how to get inbound leads and then convert them into paying clients, I've actually developed a mini course that's super affordable. It's like less than the cost of Lululemon leggings. You can purchase this and then within 7 days, understand how to use and start implementing client attraction on Instagram. We've had a lot of people start to get clients in a very short time, or even just increase their real views just by using our tips. Okay, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, click the link in the bio and check that out and see if maybe it would be a good fit for you. So the 3rd tip that I have for you is gonna sound simple, but you need to hear it, okay? And what you'll find is that growing a business actually has to do with doing the basics well, is essentially what it means. And one thing that I wish that I could impart to you is to focus. Okay, I remember when I first started getting clients, I was all over the place. I felt like I needed a logo. I felt like I needed this other thing. I was hearing that this certain type of funnel could get you more clients. So I spent all this time building the funnel. And then I was like, shoot, I don't even know how to get people to the funnel. Okay. And it was this hot mess of me just doing a lot of things and getting like no clients. Right. And then I decided to focus on one strategy that someone gave to me. And I did it every single day for a month, okay? Without fail. I didn't miss a day. I did it every single day. And guess what happened? All right? For the first 28 days, I got no clients. And then by the last 2 days, I got 2 clients. And I got to that's how I got to, let's see, how much was I charging per client then? I think I had one client, it's like $3K, and another client that was $4K, right? So my point here is that you need to focus on one thing and just do one thing and understand the strategy of doing that one thing well, and then implement it every single day without fail. A lot of people, they'll do the thing like once, maybe twice, maybe they'll keep it up for a week, maybe they'll keep it up for 2 weeks. And then if they don't see results immediately, they quit. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Okay, what you're doing is, it's like the person that goes in a gym and they're like, where's my 6-pack? After walking on a treadmill for 10 minutes. Okay, that's you if you do this. So my point is focus and focus well and stick at it. Okay, and then don't try to do too many things at once, right? And if you do that, I guarantee, and if you set out and you do what I talked about with this traffic, content, and then relationship building, and you focus on those things, that means DMing people and actually carrying on conversations with your own following and people within your Facebook group every single day for 90 days. And then in addition to that, you post 5 days a week, okay? Not saying you have to, but if you do, post 5 days a week and you post content. And then in addition to that, you focus on traffic as well. If you do those things over a course of 90 days, you're going to get to 10K months. You will, okay? All right, everybody, I hope this video is helpful for you. Be sure to like this video and subscribe because I put new videos out like this one all the time. And you can even let me know in the comments if there's a certain topic that you'd like me to talk about next.